I ain't gonna lie to y'all niggas, bro. Cardi B downfall is looking crazy right now. How the fuck you managed to get pregnant not even a year after you and your mans broke up? Managed to get pregnant by the nigga who constantly cheats on you in front of your face, carrying his child, and the nigga sleeps with men? Shit, I think twice about announcing that baby too. Word to me.
Y'all said Cardi B's gonna come for me.
She say tune about the
Bitch, her baby daddy was in my DMs.
she don't like them
I ain't worried about that bitch.
niggas. She might just make her titties
You stayed with the man that embarrassed you in front of the world. Who's the fool?
in that hoe. Hit it.
Chad, what do you mean? Cardi B went from having babies with male partners to being linked to an alleged DL man. Her baby daddy, Stefon Diggs, was allegedly caught with none other than Jeffree Star. Cardi and Stefon were inseparable, constantly showing off their relationship. Cardi went out of her way to prove she had upgraded from Offset to Stefon. But in a shocking twist, Jeffree made it clear that while Cardi was busy flaunting their romance, he and Stefon were out publicly together, leaving Cardi seemingly the last person to find out.
I'm sorry, y'all can never make me hate Jeffree Star. Yo, he was dragging Cardi. Yo, listen, I have to add him to the list. Y'all can't make me hate.
For those who weren't caught up, Cardi and Stefon broke up not too long ago, right around the time he embarrassed her by bringing his other baby mama to the Super Bowl without telling Cardi. After Stefon was released by the Patriots following their Super Bowl loss, Cardi reemerged claiming she walked away from the relationship a winner. She made it clear, he couldn't treat her that way and expect everything to be fine. There have been multiple instances where men came forward claiming that Stefon's way of treating women, and his many children, was a cover for something else, the fact that he is allegedly DL. Even before Cardi and Stefon got together, rumors swirled about him, especially after the infamous moment when many of his teammates admitted they wouldn't want him dating their sisters.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
What the hell? Diggs.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Oh, Stefon Diggs.
This team would you least like to date your sister?
Least I should date my sister, Diggs. 100%.
This team would you least like to date your sister? And I might add, you're starting to be the runaway favorite for this.
Would nobody want me to date this sister? I'm a great guy. I'm actually a great guy.
So, what was it about Stefon that made him an instant no to everyone who dealt with him day to day? Despite the red flags and rumors, Cardi ignored the warnings and went public with their relationship. At first, people celebrated, thinking Cardi was finally getting her revenge after years of putting up with Offset's antics. But everything changed when Cardi announced she was expecting. The question on everyone's mind, did she really need to get pregnant, especially with a man like Stefon, whose history was already messy? Stefon seemed like a good-time fling, not someone meant for the long haul, and certainly not someone to have a baby with, because that would tie him permanently into Cardi's life. Yet, Cardi didn't listen. If anything, their relationship became even more public, with Cardi sharing how Stefon came into her life to heal her.
I mean, you know, everybody kept telling me, like, I should have fun.
Yes.
And we had a little bit of too much fun, and now I'm here. I'm here. We had too much fun. And yeah, we're very excited. We're very
and you're
happy.
both
we talk
happy,
about it all the time.
and you're both happy about it.
Yes, we're very
But
happy
I'm
about
happy for you to see you this happy because we all know you went through a very messy divorce with Offset.
Mm-hmm.
Were you worried about opening your heart up again or falling in love again or even dating again? Were you concerned about that?
Yes. And one thing about like dating, like it's like when you date, you feel like you're like 16 again. And I don't really.
Well, you want to feel like you're 16. You want to meet somebody that makes you feel like that.
You do, but then it's like you also remember what you dealt with when you were 16. So it's like restarting
Well,
again.
that part, yeah.
Yeah. And being open.
And vulnerable.
And vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
And like one time he just told me, like, it's like, let me heal you. Give me a chance for me to heal you.
But then, influencer and stylist Christopher Griffin, who used to work with Stefon, revealed that the NFL player had made several inappropriate advances toward him. Here's how it all went down. In 2023, Griffin and Diggs attended a charity basketball game in Washington. After the game, they hit a club for a few hours before heading back to Stefon's home in Rockville, Maryland. That's when things reportedly went off the rails. At the house, Stefon allegedly offered Chris candy several times, which he initially refused but eventually accepted. That's when Chris realized he had made a huge mistake. His entire body felt like it had been hit by a freight train. According to Chris, the candy was laced with a controlled substance. Stefon then reportedly began touching him and engaging in inappropriate activities until Chris managed to push himself away and lock himself in the bathroom for 45 minutes to recover. When he tried to leave, Diggs allegedly beat him, stripped him, and forced him to memorize a false story about the night before eventually dropping him off at the airport. But it didn't end there. A week later, Chris says he was cornered in an elevator in his LA home by a group of men, including Stefon's brother, Jeffree Diggs. According to Chris, Jeffree was sent to intimidate him and ensure he stayed silent about Stefon's actions. Despite the threats, Chris eventually spoke out, determined to make the world see what was really happening.
Directly after that, they took my clothes off and just kind of like pressured me, continually to.
They took your clothes
Yeah, they took my clothes off. They took my clothes off. They took all of my belongings. They posted.
So you're naked.
I got drawers on. I think they let me. I think I kept my drawers. It was a point in time where I'm like, yo, bro, y'all want to see me naked? Like, what the hell is this? And I'm standing.
Y'all said Cardi B's gonna come for me.
She say tune them about the
Bitch, her baby daddy was in my DMs.
and she don't like them
I ain't worried about that bitch.
niggas. She ride this dick her titties
You stayed with the man that embarrassed you in front of the world. Who's the fool?
in that hoe.
Jeffree hardly ever makes his relationships public, especially when he's dealing with men who prefer to stay out of the spotlight. But if Cardi was going to come for him just because he didn't agree with her, Jeffree wasn't about to stay silent. He made it clear he knew all the games Stefon was playing. Word is, Cardi didn't take it well. Since the relationship was still new, she didn't want to leave and have the internet drag her, so she stayed, and reportedly began morphing her appearance to resemble Jeffree. Crazy, right? But think back, the face tape, super thin eyebrows, and those bright, dramatic contacts last year, put a picture of Cardi next to Jeffree, and some fans swear they could pass as siblings. According to Jeffree, Cardi changing her look wasn't a coincidence. She has a history of going all out for the men in her life, and this was just another extreme effort to keep Stefon's attention. Even after all that, Stefon allegedly still embarrassed her publicly. And this time, people actually sided with Jeffree, because Stefon seems desperate to hide who he's really attracted to. Rumors about him aren't new. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Stefon isn't even fully DL. He's comfortable with the world knowing he goes both ways. Miss Jeffree Star finally had enough. Usually quiet about the DL DMs, he had no filter this time. Cardi, at this point, should just focus on herself, raise her children, keep her money, and preserve her self-respect. But the real question remains, do you see Stefon having a thing with Jeffree Star? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.